So this is the tour of the funhouse, or my obstacle course. So the first thing is you walk through down into the main area. These doors are all locked, so the person has to basically just go straight down. They're greeted with a room, nice open one. This is the first main room, which is an obstacle course, so they can have a look at it first. The moment they step too far into the room though, it locks up behind them, they can't get out. It's activated by a camera over here. It was a camera over there, but I found that people could shoot it out, so I've left it as a dummy now. So the first thing is that locks the door behind them. And the idea of this one is that you've got to get across to the other side over there. In the corners down here are cameras. I've changed the settings of the whole place so that it triggers for myself as well, but it won't activate the guns, which are over here, which would be activated for anyone else who wants to have them on. And also change the timing settings so they deactivate the punishments quicker, so I can get on with the video. So the idea is that you jump across. I'm going to fail halfway through on purpose, so it triggers the light. So if we jump off now, you should see a little light that comes on, and that means that the guns are activated and I'd be getting shot at here. So let's assume that I'd got all the way across there. A few obstacles and things to stop you from jumping across, a few sneaky little things. You get into the next room, which is basically starts at the red line here. Don't touch the wire, so it's your standard don't touch the wire, get across the room. So you've got to get across over to that side there. The idea is I've tried it a few times, you can do it, you just jump through the things. I'm going to activate one of these wires on purpose in a second and you'll see what happens. Now that door was empty, open when I came in, because you can run straight through, it's not a problem. There is a delay when you hit these wires, so I noticed that if I had people trying this course out, they'd hit the wire and just peg it to the door and normally get through in time. So I've got two doors now, so one opens when you get to the door and the other one closes if you hit a wire. So if we just go up here and touch the wire, you can see the lights go on, means it activates, that door closes, and there was a door here behind this one which is now closed. You can see it kind of blocks the way. Normally you can get through here, and that motion sensor is for the front door. So if I was to deactivate, I'm using a sneaky route here to get into the back, which you wouldn't be able to normally do. If I deactivate the room and do it again as if I did it perfectly, you could see you get through the whole room without setting the alarms off. Let the camera see you, and then you have to stand in the you have to stand here, let the camera see you, and then you can get through. And that gets you onto the next section. I'll be going through the inside method to get to the rest of these rooms, so I'll be skipping the course. But you've got 4 options. Any one of these can get you to the end of the course, or any one of them can result in you basically having to die. So it's a pick of the jaw. So the first one is just enter and hope it's safe. So you come over here, there's not much to see, and you peek forward, and then if you stay, it basically pushes you through into a safe. It's a few blocks thick of steel here. Now the average person wouldn't be able to get out, they'd be stuck in here. It's a locked door, so they'd have to basically commit suicide. So you can but if I'm feeling generous and this happens to be the one they picked and it's the right one, I can leave these doors open and they'll find that actually they made the right choice and they can get out. So they follow this all the way to the exit. So there's a little sign saying exit, so we follow all the way through. Camera here picks you up and you're back where you started. So that's the entrance to the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a shortcut back through and look at the next option that we could have taken. So the next one is hold your breath. Again, this one looks a bit scary, so it's water there. Now you go in here, you're immediately underwater, and camera there picks you up the second you come back round, and you can see my exit is blocked. So the average person in this room is basically dead now, so they're trapped inside this area, they can't breathe. Lucky enough for me, I can override that, so this could have been one of the ones I chose to make safe. And again, you drop out here and you're in the safe area for the exit. So follow it through and open the door again, and on to the next room. So the next one is Be Fast. Now this one's a bit of a sneaky one. So the idea is you've got a few seconds to get across this bridge across here, made up from the hatches. If you stand here, you can test how long it takes. So I've just stood in the area, gives you a fair amount of time, and then they open. So the average person will think, no, I could probably make that in time. The only problem is there's a second camera that picks you up and immediately opens them. So if I run straight across here in a moment, when they close again. There we go, so I've run straight across, don't quite make it, and you can't jump either because it's a too high block, and then they normally be a SMG auto turret that kills you here as well. And then I can carry on to the final one, so faster than a bullet crouching, because you have to crouch along this one. So again, this is similar to the other one where you've just got to get to the other end in time. Or I can deactivate this one if I want this one to be the one that lets them live. So you have to go through here. You can't go very quickly. Camera sees you, and it will close up that end, and it will close up this end here, and you have no choice but to get shot by the auto turret. I've set the timer on about 15 seconds, so it should open up in a second. Let me back out. There we go. And then all of these rooms here have a viewing area. So this is the stuff that if you want to watch what's going on, you can see from the top here. You've got a viewing area. It's got bulletproof glass on top of bars, so that way people can't shoot up at you if they decide they want to take you out for a laugh. You can access all the gun turrets from the top here. Then we go through to the other room. Same sort of setup again. You can access all the bits and bobs. The wire traps you can access from the outside here, so I can rewire it to a different course if I want to, just by putting in some more wire traps or moving the wires around. One of the key things I've got in every room is I've got a switch which will trigger it when I stand on it. So if I think they're starting to attack and the environment and things like that, and they're just getting, I want to kill them, I can stand on the switch. But normally I use it to reset the levels. Everyone who plays on it is generally very well behaved. We have had a few people try and grief it, but people actually want to take part in it. They've enjoyed it. Right, and you can play it without the guns as well if they just want to see if they can get through the obstacle course. And then again, finally, you can see all of the different areas. You can look straight down on them. And then I'll show you the outside of the place. I did make the outside look a little bit less secure, and it was originally quite inviting. I didn't think people would grief it because there's no loot in here, but unfortunately people decided to start trying to attack it, so now it's had to be a bit more reinforced, but it won't hold anyone away. I could get shot if I come out here, but yeah, it's just a still little box. So on a PvP server this stands out like a sore thumb, and if I'm online and I'm up for people playing in the funhouse or the obstacle course, I'll let them know. They can message me and I'll open it up and set it up. Might give prizes out, but yeah, that's the funhouse PvP funhouse.